Stop right there, turn the camera off.
Is this the top secret drone that they didn't want you to see? Maybe so. This is the HEQ Swan Pro. It is a drone that James Bond himself wishes that he had. You can pull this out of a briefcase, assemble it within seconds, and do a vertical takeoff like a drone, and then transform into an airplane and fly off for a flight time of around 45 minutes. Also with 4K video on board, you can pretty much do anything with this type of drone for around the same price as something you can get from Best Buy. Let's go ahead now and let's take a flight test and let's check out the Swan Pro. Diego has never flown fixed wing before. He's flying fixed wing for the first time ever. There you go, dude. Just like flying a quad, right?
I don't know.
A little scarier?
A lot scarier. Where am I?
I don't know. As long as you're not on the ground, we're good. That was cool.
Alright guys, welcome to our secret lab. Let's take a look at this. Now what you have to know about this Swan Pro is this is around $1,000, but it's interesting because this company, HEQ, has made a VTOL that's ready to fly for around $1,000. And if you know anything about VTOLs, well, most of them are under commercial grade or professional application, which means they're in the range of $2,000 to $8,000 to $10,000. They come with multi-spectral cameras and all kinds of bells and whistles. But what's really cool about this one is that it does come in this small case. It all breaks down, and out of the box, it's pretty much ready to fly. The controller that comes along with this one versus the original one, this one is awesome because it has an integrated touchscreen, it has Android on board, and it has a slot for adding a SIM card. If you press this long press here, this will start the transmitter up, and check that out. The screen is full color. It will show you the map location of the drone, and it'll show you all the satellites. We get it to about 20 satellites on this drone, which is great. This pushes the drone forward, the right stick, and this makes it go left and right. This increases the throttle up and down. If you're in multi-rotor mode, it makes it go up and down. And this is the yaw switch right here. So now it's coming on, and it'll start beeping once it comes on. It's going to be looking for the signal coming from the drone, but it automatically connects because it's already connected from the factory. So you don't have to bind this up. But check this out. This is the map. You can also switch over to the video mode here. No video right now because it's not on, but it shows you all your telemetry up here. It shows your battery voltage, distance from the home point, how fast you're going. It also has a tube on the very top that has an air intake, and it shows you actually the current mile/hour speed, which is really cool. And it also shows you in the bottom right here your flight time. So all the telemetry that you need here is on these maps, and you can change it to street view as well. So right there it's not on, so it's showing me mainland China. You want to make sure you let the home point load because it might think it's in China. Now this is everything taken out of the box, and you do also get a charger in the box which charges up your battery in about 2 hours time. It is a Li-ion battery that's in here, and that's why it is so efficient compared to some of the other drone batteries on the market. This is actually a 15.2 volt, and this one is 5500 milliamp battery. It has a little connector right here. It's a barrel connector, and this barrel connector plugs right into the charger. You never have to use this XT60. If you want to, you can on a standalone charger if you have one of those, if you're into RC airplanes or helicopters. It also comes with 4 propellers in the box, 4 motors, and these are very similar to the Phantom series drones out there. These, I believe these are 2312 motors with brushless core. It has a speed tube on the very top. We have an FPV camera in the front and a space for a GoPro on there as well. And what I like to do is I like to add a little bit of what we call wing tape. In the FPV wing world, we use tape on the wings to keep things together. That is pretty much all it takes to put the drone together. So quick to assemble. And putting the props on is pretty easy. All you have to do is find the right one. They do have, just like the Phantom original series, there's a little tiny divot in the very top of that shaft, and this one is solid. So I'm thinking that the silver ones go on top of the solid ones. We'll just double check that. You spin this motor, and you can spin it tight by hand, and you don't need to turn it super tight. The divoted one is for the black top propeller, and again, you spin one way or the other. And without tools, you can assemble this and have this ready to fly. So I get it nice and snug. I don't over tighten them. And we did the same for this one back here. That's opposite of that one. And this one goes on, just spins down into place. And these are pretty durable. We did a crash test with this drone. We flew it straight into a tree, and it did survive. I did have a second one of these, and so it made a really loud crashing sound when it hit the tree, and we didn't even break a prop, which was pretty amazing because this has a lot of props. But I think this is cool for people who just want to fly a fixed wing FPV aircraft, guys that are wanting to fly like an FPV wing. You don't have to mess around with a flight controller because this already has it built into it. GPS, full-on touchscreen. You can also put DJI digital FPV on here and replace this camera, which I've seen another reviewer do. So add your GoPro on there, or D-case GoPro. I also flew it with a D-case GoPro, and the weight difference doesn't hurt the flying characteristic of the VTOL, which is super cool. So good price on these, and even for the original version of this one, for around $700 for everything, and the $1,000 version, the Pro version is the one I would recommend. So I'll put both links down below, you guys, and hopefully you enjoyed this sort of overview and review of the Swan K1 Pro. Super cool and highly recommended. Just miles ahead of some of the other FPV wings out there, and you guys have been asking for stuff like this, so here it is. I'm Justin Davis, guys. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Please subscribe. We're giving away a Fimi X8 Mini comment on this video to get entered into that contest for September.